Stupid things people do to their cars. Number 1, 10,000 mile oil changes. I've heard that some dealerships recommend the 10,000 mile oil changes. But these are really the minimum oil change interval to maintain the warranty is 10,000 miles. It's very stupid on the manufacturer's part to do this. It's insanity. If you want premature engine failure, like in this picture on the screen, worn piston rings, burning oil, then wait till 10,000 miles to change your oil. Change oil at 5,000 miles at the most. I don't care if you have super supreme synthetic oil. Change it at 5,000 miles. Say your car lasts to 300,000 miles and you changed the oil every 5,000 miles and you did it yourself, so you paid roughly $30 for each oil change. And you had 60 oil changes in that time period, and that comes to a grand total of $1,800. If you did the 10,000 mile oil changes until the engine started burning oil, which I've heard is around 100 to 120,000 miles, which is nothing on an engine these days. If you did this, the cost to replace the engine is going to be at least $5,000. Now, that might just be the cost of the engine depending on what car you have. And then you got the labor as well, which is probably going to be around the same cost as the darn engine. So what would you pick? Between $5,000 and $10,000 you pay up front for repairs, or pay $1,800 over the life of your car and just do the 5,000 mile oil changes. Because no matter how expensive oil gets, it's always going to be cheaper than a new engine. Number 2, never run your car empty. It will burn out the fuel pump because gasoline lubricates the fuel pump. Don't let it get less than a quarter of a tank. Number 3, ignoring weird sounds. Always investigate the weird sounds that you hear and try to figure out where they're coming from. Number 4, never changing your transmission fluid. A lot of people neglect that. They just, for whatever reason, I don't know, they just don't change it. And then maybe they try to change it and then it's too late. Then it starts slipping like crazy. And then they have to throw the old stuff back in. It's a nightmare. So make sure that you change your transmission fluid. Don't let it go more than 50,000 miles before you change it. I don't care if it's supreme synthetic, like I said earlier. Change it when you should. And like I said, oil is cheaper than an engine, so changing it more often, especially if you do it yourself, is not going to cause any harm. Number 5, running tires bald or buying old, never mounted tires. I'm going to show you this video clip here that I made. It's another video on this channel, and you're going to see and learn how to identify when a tire was manufactured. Don't look at the tread and all that and what the shop tells you it's new. I've had shops tell me the tire's new, and then I look at the date and I say, no, this tire's 2-3 years old, depending on what the date is on the tire. See, look at this tire. Looks brand new, doesn't it? It's got nice tread. Let's check the date code to find out if it's really brand new. There's the date code right there. It's upside down, but it says 0816. That means this tire was made in the 8th week of 2016. Not new. I don't know why these shops are selling tires this old, but they need to stop. Whenever you get tires put on, ask the shop to let you see the tires and look at these date codes. Because after 5-6 years, the rubber starts to dry rot. Does not matter how thick the tread is, and it doesn't matter that the tire was never mounted. It's gonna dry rot because that's what rubber does. So check the date codes on your tires. It's important. And for the big finale, number 6. Do not overcrank your car if it won't start. All this does is wear out your starter motor, the brushes inside the motor, and it'll kill the car battery. And the way lead acid works, if they get discharged completely, very fast, if you do not recharge that battery immediately after it is discharged like that, there's a good chance that the battery will die prematurely and you'll have to go buy a new battery. So don't do that. And there you go. That is 6 stupid things that people do to their cars. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave a comment.